predicts an ascension. Love me or hate me, there's no in between. So I also got to delete some other shit. I ain't getting whatever. Fuck it. But check it out. We just started the jury selection for the Diddy trial. Now, with the Diddy trial going on, it's gonna be a lot of distractions going on, man, in this goddamn country. We got a lot of shit going on, boy. I just did a video about the father with the eye for an eye. It might be justified in certain people's eyes. It might be just some bullshit in other people's eyes. It is what it is. You got the white lady Shiloh, I guess a Karen, blew up on a fucking 5-year-old kid, calling him a little nigga in the park because the little nigga was stealing out of bag. So fuck it, he a little nigga. It is what it is. But she raised $600,000. Carmelo Anthony family raised about $400,000. It is what it is. This country will continue to be racist, prejudiced, all the way through. We don't give a fuck. This is how this place is built. It is what it is. Capitalism reigns supreme. But the factor is the Diddy trial. If his lawyers is gonna do him right, which I hope they do, no Diddy. That was kind of crazy what I just said. But if they're gonna do the case right, you gotta focus on prostitution. It might look like the nigga's a pimp. It is what it is. But all fair and all, bitches that he was coercing with, or so-called victims like fucking Cassie, bitch gets stomped down a hotel room. Who the fuck goes wait for an elevator if you're so in danger? It's called an emergency staircase for a reason, bitch. Go down the fucking staircase and go to the next several floors, then get on the elevator. Why would you stand there and press the fucking elevator button? Ain't you like in a Ritz-Carlton with like fucking 28 floors? Who the fuck waits for a fucking elevator? That's when I knew the shit was bullshit. Second of all, turn around. You was compensated. You was compensated for being his girlfriend, someone he wanted to be seen with, a young mogul, young pretty girl that he wanted to be seen with. He compensated you. So now that's a form of prostitution. Transaction agreed upon, compensation was given to you. You're a prostitute, bitch. This is what the lawyers have to go off on. But the jury selection, if I was on the jury, I'd tell you right now, don't call me for jury selection. I'm in the Bronx. Up here, I'm in the Bronx County. Don't call me for that shit, nigga. Because if I was in Manhattan County, nigga, my nigga Diddy getting off, nigga. Take that, take that. We run the city, nigga. Take that, take that. That's what would happen, bro. If I was sitting on the jury. These bitches is prostitutes. Young Miami, prostitute. The two bitches that leaked a text thread about Antonio Brown, flying him to Dubai. They had no way of getting back. He didn't pay their rent or gave him a shopping spree in Dubai. Now they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm about to hit this nigga with sex trafficking." No, bitch, you got swindled by a pimp. He didn't feel like paying for the rest of this transaction. It is what it is. You can't. He canceled the transaction midway. It is what it is. You have a right to return your purchase. That's the way this world works. The way capitalism works. You have a right to return your purchase. But the factor is, you can't hit a nigga with sex trafficking, kidnapping now because you didn't get the full transaction. Bitch, if you're getting what you get, it's 100% on what you transaction for. I want 60% up front. I want 80% up front. He was supposed to pay your rent. He was supposed to pay for your round trip, and you get the boarding pass, the QR code for your fucking phone. And if he didn't go through with the shopping spree, it's all right because you got your rent paid, you got some shopping, you got some couple of $1,000 in your pocket, and you didn't have to see the nigga for the rest of the time. But you went straight out there being a fucking thought pocket that you are, and didn't get the disclosure and have it in black and white. Everything's transactional in this world. It is what it is. Same thing with the bitches that was running around and them fruitcake niggas that was running around with Diddy. Everything's transactional. Y'all was compensated. You were prostitutes. That's it. These motherfuckers, defense lawyers, need to get on board with each other and let these niggas know it's prostitution going on. Young Miami, $250,000 a month to date Diddy. Cassie, she was compensated every time she got punched in the face. I don't feel bad for that bitch. She was compensated every time she got punched in the fucking face. Shopping sprees, Louis Vuittons, Gucci flip-flops, whatever. She was compensated. That's what you signed up for. It is what it is. The fruitcakes that like having sex in front of Diddy with the other girls and or boning each other. You were compensated. You are a prostitute. Same thing with the OnlyFans bitches. You are a prostitute. They got Lana Rose on camera now talking about, oh my God, it was such an egregious scene that I did. He made me gag and I vomited in a bowl. Then he peed in a bowl and he told me to drink it and eat it. Yeah, bitch. You're a porno star slash prostitute. You were compensated for the transaction at hand. The transaction took place. You were compensated. You're a prostitute. That's it. It's over. There's nothing to go back on. Oh my God, I can't believe I did these things. Yeah, bitch, because you can't look in the mirror no more. You committed the ultimate sin, greed, gluttony, envy. You wanted your friends to envy you because you had the big house, the Porsche and shit, but didn't know what it would take that you couldn't look in the mirror no more, bitch, or what you did for the devil's nectar, bitch. This is what I'm saying. These bitches, everybody that hung out with Diddy were prostitutes. That's it. That's what the defense needs to focus on and shame all the prostitutes. It's the oldest trade in the book next to a blacksmith or a welder. It is what it is, B. Check out the newscast. Jury selection, bro.
Questioned one by one in the highly anticipated trial, but here is what we know as of right now. Now, Combs, including sexual assault, sex trafficking, drugging, coercion, and racketeering. Several dozen prospective jurors got a brief description of the charges against Combs this morning, and jury selection could take several days, with opening statements and the start of testimony expected sometime next week. Let's get right into Fox 5's Michelle Ross, who is live from outside of the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with more of today's developments. Michelle.
Hi there, Bianca. Potential jurors, after they received that brief explanation of the charges against Diddy, the judge also reminded them that Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges and that he is presumed innocent. Diddy walked into the courtroom hugging his attorneys. We also saw him in regular clothing, not his usual prison uniform. He wore a sweater with a white collared shirt underneath and gray slacks. Now, the jury will be anonymous, and this is often the case in high-profile trials to protect potential jurors from harassment. Now, jurors are being questioned one by one, and the court hopes to seat a panel of 12 of them, plus 6 alternates by the end of the week before opening statements begin on Monday. The trial is expected to last around 2 months, and we can expect prosecutors to argue that Diddy used his power to force women to participate in drug-fueled orgies that lasted days, known as freak-offs. Diddy's defense team says everything was consensual, and his attorney, Mark Agdifalo, said during a hearing last month that there's nothing criminal about a swinger's lifestyle. One of the 4 alleged victims expected to testify during this trial include R&B singer and ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. And tonight, just a few miles uptown, is the Met Gala. This, of course, was an event that Diddy attended for years. It's an event full of glamorous fashion and also fundraising, but instead of heading there tonight, Diddy will be going back to his jail cell before coming back here tomorrow. We're live outside federal court in Lower Manhattan. Michelle Ross, Fox 5 News.
All right, Michelle, thank you for the update. And joining us now for more on this is Eric Rudish, managing partner and senior litigation consultant at Blueprint Trial Consulting. Eric, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so the question right off the bat here is that with Diddy's name all over the headlines, how do lawyers even begin to seat an impartial jury?
Well, the first step was the juror questionnaire. I'm sure there'll be several questions asking prospective jurors what they know about the trial, and more importantly, what opinions they formed about the case.
Yeah.
So that's going to certainly provide a good deal of information for each side to know if a prospective juror can be fair and impartial in this case.
Absolutely. Now, I know that the prosecution is painting this as a years-long criminal operation, so what does the defense have to do to maybe dismantle that narrative?
Well, I mean, first step is obviously selecting the jury. That's going to be, for both sides, fair and impartial. So looking at the questionnaire and seeing what opinions people have or experiences related to sexual abuse, sexual lifestyle, views towards law enforcement, whether they've have negative view of law enforcement, feel that law enforcement unfairly targets.
We all know how jury selections go. It is what it is. Whether you like law enforcement or you have some type of biased take on P. Diddy, they're going to give you the questionnaire regardless. But the factor is, yes, the lawyers can go off that swinger lifestyle bullshit, but no, they need to expose all that shit. Because when you're dealing with a swingers party or a high profile person like this, people attach themselves to Diddy to get more followers on Instagram and what's that, TikTok and fucking Instagram, Facebook. Snapchat. They tried to promote their businesses behind Diddy. Whether Diddy's fully endorsing them or they just have a picture with Diddy. It gets more people in tune with you. Now, some fact of it is, you are participating in this lifestyle because you want the glitz and the glamour. No one's forcing your hand to be a fucking prostitute. This is what you chose. Sex sells, and sex will continue to sell to this day because you got simps out there buying $3.99 fucking pictures of these scallywags on OnlyFans. They need to bring this shit to the light. How you gave these women the motherfucking HR department. You gave them the DEI bullshit. You hired all they fucking bullshit. All they do is show titties and ass on fucking Instagram all day. X is nothing but fucking porno and shit like that. You gotta scroll through real fast to get through some fucking goddamn real news on X before you get hit with a fucking porno fucking site. It is what it is. But don't fucking blame the man that used his money to have sex with bitches and men. It is what it is. Y'all a bunch of fucking prostitutes. The Diddy's defense has to expose the prostitution. Ain't a prostitution ring. He's not a pimp. He paid for a transaction. Same thing with the porta potty bitches in Dubai. When they end up on the side of the road with broken bones and shit like that because they was taking camel dick in a fucking goddamn 200 floor of fucking Wiz Khalifa and turn around and now all of a sudden she's upset because she can't look in the mirror no more. Her morals went out the fucking window because everybody has their fucking price. I remember I used to watch a show on fucking HBO. It wasn't the Bang Bus. It was a show that everybody had I think it was the Bang Bros. The Bang Bros did it first on a porn site. They had a bus that went around and they used to offer these bitches money. I never forget. I watched this episode. She said she had a boyfriend. She was actually the manager of the what was it? The surf shop or whatever. They would sell surfboards. He wanted to hit it raw without a condom. This is what he offered her. He offered her like $1,000. She said no. He offered her $2,000. He said no. He dumped all the money out in his fucking Gucci bag, which she's already seen that as a real Gucci bag or whatever, Gucci book bag. He said he had $3,900 something and 28 fucking cents. The bitch took all that shit off the counter and let that nigga hit it raw in the fucking bag. Whether it's staged or not, everybody has their fucking price. Young Miami price, $250,000 a month. He was giving her $250,000 a month to go shopping and do all that shit just to play his fucking girlfriend. This is real shit. Whether Diddy's trying to hide his sexuality, keep himself in a closet, or whatever, who gives a fuck? But all y'all are fucking prostitutes because y'all knew sex would sell and he would give you a couple of $1,000s just to fuck him or fuck another guy or fuck a bitch here and shit like that. It is what it is. You can't get mad at this fucking guy. But call it what it is. You OnlyFans scallywags, you Instagram bullshit influencers, you fake ass fucking nutrition influencers, you fucking scallywags, you BBL hoes, you lace front wearing scallywags, you hung around Diddy just to get fucked in your ass or get fucked by the other prostitutes just to make a buck and get your following up and get your product promoted or your podcast promoted. It is what it is, B. I'm saying free Diddy, hashtag free Diddy for the rest of the fucking 2 months that he's on trial. Hopefully they don't get him like R. Kelly. Because R. Kelly, he need to fire his fucking legal team talking about he didn't know how to fucking read. But Diddy know how to read, man. I'm glad he was hugging his lawyers. Free my nigga Diddy, man. Because we got to expose this fucking bullshit narrative that these bitches is always right and they're not right. They're fucking liars to this fucking day. They are prostitutes on OnlyFans and they crying in the camera getting sympathy because now they can go back on what they did and try to erase it. No, we're not erasing your past, bitch. These simps will do that shit, but the real ones are standing 10 toes down. We ain't falling for that shit. Predictions, since you love me or hate me, there's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me, I'm a motherfucker out. You already know. Free my nigga Diddy. Hashtag free Diddy, nigga. Fuck them scallywags and fuck these prostitutes. You got paid for a transaction. Fuck out of here, man. Get your money and get the fuck on. It is what it is. That's your problem, not ours. You can't look in the mirror. Make good with God, man, and God and Godspeed, man. You already know. Hit me up on the likes.